Bum-ba-dum-bum.
Hey everyone, it's me, Cupie83.
And Barbie0913, otherwise known as the Reluctant Reviewer.
And we are here with some goodies from the Kane County Toy Show that was held recently. It's the October show, so the second one of the year. And as you know, we like to show off what we get at Kane County and kind of talk about what they had and that sort of thing. So here we are.
Okay.
So where should we start?
I will start. One of the things I picked up, some people know there's a doll called Spectra. Well, this is Spectra's pet, and its name is Spark, and he has a wind-up key, and he's Spectra's doll's space-age furry friend. Shimmeron dogs can sniff out fun from galaxies away. So I thought it was cute because it's a pet and it's a different kind of pet, and I like robot and alien and you know that kind of stuff. So thought it was really cool, and he's in his box with a clearance price.
And the woman who had him, she was selling like all the other Spectra dolls. She had a bunch of outfits. Yeah, it was crazy. It was like Spectra was there.
And there's a Shimmeron collector card inside.
Ooh. What does it say? Lacy, spacey,
out of this world. Spectra. And I do have a Spectra doll because Cupie gave me one, so.
Yeah, so that was an interesting thing. We like rarely see mint inbox Spectra items from '87.
So I will do something, we will open it up and we will see what it looks like. And it will be like going to 1987 again.
Flashback! So the first thing I picked up is just a Skipper, and she's not like perfect. She's had a bit of a haircut, but what I want to do with her is I actually want to use her as a project doll. There's been something that I've been trying to do for a while now, but I just needed to find a doll to send the customizer so the customizer could do it, and I think this is the one. So. I'll keep my project secret for the moment, but hopefully they'll be seeing her soon with a slightly different look.
The next booth I went to had some really affordable little Teddy Ruxpin books and cassettes for only like $2 a pop. And I have a Teddy Ruxpin that was found for me at a Savers by my brother, and I had it fixed, so now he has something else to do and he can sing more lullabies to me. But I thought that was a really good price, and apparently she had a whole lot of stuff that got bought out by the dealers the day before the show. So
Bummer, man.
Bummer.
At that same table, I bought Teddy a new outfit. My Teddy was like outfitless for literally the first 20 years of his life. And then over the past few years, he's got the Santa outfit, and now he has this outfit, which is like an adventure outfit, a hiker's outfit. I can't really tell from the descriptions online yet, but it comes with these like snowsuit, maybe?
Snow pants.
Snow pants, which don't fit my guy just because he's a little pudgy.
He needs a diet.
But it also came with this green shirt and this adorable vest and these awesome shoes and of course the adorable hat. So my Teddy is happy to have clothing. He's
styling.
Yeah, he's a little pudgy, but it's okay. It works. I just don't understand why they never put like something in the back of all the outfits that corresponded with his like on and off switch, because it'd be so much easier to like play him and not have to take all of his clothing off if there was something.
Yeah, I'm very surprised because the original stuff does have that usually.
Oh, but even
that is
the
weird.
Shirt does not. It's weird, but I think Teddy looks adorable.
He does.
So, same seller, and it was like $10, $5, something ridiculously cheap. So
yeah, really cool. Last year I ended up with a Kathy Cruz doll. Getty Cruz doll. Getty Cruz. And this year we went and did it again. I've got this little boy who we said his name looks like it says Bastille.
Yeah, something like that.
He's adorable, and he's not the wire armature one that's just that really skinny little nothing there. He's actually got a nice little stuffed body. And then from another booth, keeping in that line of Cruz, I've got a little girl to be his sister, or his best friend, or his future girlfriend. I don't know.
Hello.
Hello. So I actually now have 4 4. I have a soft stuffed one and then the wire armature one, which is really kind of a funky kind of doll, but it's just the wire and then the cloth on there. So I was really excited to find more. There were a lot of little Kitty Cruz dolls.
Yeah, there was quite a bit.
And this one is Larissa. And she's really cute, so I really like her.
Fun fact, I think it's interesting that they handwrite the names of these guys on the bottom of the box.
Yep.
So I just think that's just strange and interesting, and I don't know what 25H means, but...
And this one came with her certificate. So I have her certificate, I have the little warranty, it tells you all about how she made her dolls, and it's kind of nice.
It's in German, right?
No, this is in
German?
English and German.
Oh.
This is on both sides. So
Gotcha.
Larissa,
And they
she's...
handwrite inside the booklet, too.
Yeah. So that's kind of neat, so I like that.
That's very cool. So I picked up this, which is a Mark's Toys Cindy in box, and I don't have a Cindy, so this is a first for me. And it looks like, and I haven't actually researched this. I don't know if Mark's is like the American, was one of the first like American takes on Cindy, but it looks just like the pedigree ones, if I'm thinking correctly here. And I haven't researched this yet, so I could be wrong. But I thought she was cute. And since I don't have one in my collection, I thought I might as well add a Cindy because I think so many of them are adorable. And I just thought she was interesting. She's bigger than I expected, like proportion-wise. She's just like bigger and very cool.
And you can buy furniture for her now that you have
Buy
her.
furniture.
You can. See how Cindy can move just like you.
Yeah.
Another booth. We all know that people do reproductions of dolls, like the Dewey Cochran doll that they did, an F&B doll, and it was also like they did a stamp for it and everything, and they made a reproduction doll. But when you look at that one, its face is really, really shiny, and it bugs me. Well, these are reproduction dolls too, but these are reproductions of Skippy, and he has a shiny face too, but it doesn't look as bad on more of a character type doll. So I thought he was adorable with his little suit, his little jacket. And then there was another one. And this is, you can hold him.
Yes.
And then this is the little aviator. And he was a doll that was a character that came out in 1920. So he was in comic books, he was in a newspaper cartoon strips, and eventually they decided to come out with a doll for him, and he became Patsy's, wait, was it Patsy's? Yeah, Patsy's boyfriend. And I don't have a Patsy.
I don't think you have a Patsy.
No, I gave one of my nieces a Patsy, a tiny one. So, but I thought the boys were just adorable. So in keeping with the line of this guy, now I have 3 boy dolls that I got at this show.
They are super cute. I adore that one. And this one is just the cutest fashion, too.
And these were sold at FAO Schwartz, and I don't remember.
Yeah.
They were probably too much for me to afford at the time. And what year did? Oh, 1996 they came out. So this is something that I'd like to look for and get some more.
They're so cute.
They do. They have that just that cute little face. And I love the outfit on them. It's really nicely made.
So, at the same booth with the Teddy Ruxpin stuff, there was just this random Corinne sitting there for $5, and I was like, well, I can't pass up Corinne for $5. And we will do this one as well. So this is a Kewpie, hence the name Kewpie 83. This is a Kewpie doll. It is from like 1931-ish, early 30s. It's made of composition, and it has like articulated arms. But for some, and it has its decal. So for something made in 1931, it's in really good shape. It had like years of dirt on it though. Like I washed it clean, and there was like layers of dirt that came off. But there's its little wings, and I guess a lot of them don't have the decal on the front. So I'm glad this one's in good shape. I think it's been repaired here, a few spots. It's been repaired after you clean it and get the dust off. You can tell where
somebody tried to do it.
Yeah, exactly. But I thought it was cute. And I don't have any like vintage 1930s composition Kewpies, so this is a first.
But you do have Kewpies.
But I have Kewpies, yes.
It has the dimples on the tush.
Yes, it does.
That's how you know a Kewpie.
So this was my oldest of the scores for today's shopping trip.
Well, I went through past one booth. We usually do one round and then we do a second round and then we actually buy. First we usually look, then we buy, even though we kind of, this time we bought during the first loop around. But I went past one group that had some Giggles dolls, and I told them that, you know, on my second round we'll see if I wanted to get them. And when we went around the second time, I was thinking, I don't know if I want to do it again. And the owner of the dolls was at the booth, and she said, oh, this lady was interested. She goes, my mother forgot to tell you they're buy one get one free. So I ended up getting 2 Giggles. She has her sandals, which is really nice that she has her sandals. This one needs a little more TLC. It looks like somebody tried to paint the white part of her eye, so I don't know if I can get that off and try to fix it. But this one does still giggle. She doesn't have her own shoes and everything on there, but it's more of how to fix her eyes, the whites in her eyes, because I don't know what whoever had it used on there.
So this is a year 9 My Little Pony from Generation 1, or the first generation of My Little Pony. It is the Princess Ponies. I think it's Lavender Princess Pony. There were 2 in the series, and this was getting towards the end of My Little Pony, but the gimmick here is that they had really long eyelashes. Like, this is almost like creepily long eyelashes, like they could have trimmed them a little bit, but I was excited to see one in a box, and it's an interesting box too because they use plastic on the top and the bottom, which like no one would ever do today. So I was excited to see an affordable My Little Pony mitten box. So I could not pass that up.
At the booth that had the Spectra dog, I was able to find a little Kittle jewelry Kittle. And these are always hard to find for me because they really want to charge you outrageous prices, and this one was affordable. So it was nice to find one, and I'll take closer pictures of her.
So thoughts on the show? Did you like it?
Thoughts on the show. I saw a lot of variety this time around. There were less doll booths, but what people brought, there was a big variety. You didn't see your standard ordinary stuff. You saw a lot of stuff you haven't seen for a while. It wasn't a lot of all bisque stuff that we couldn't afford out of our client, or out of our wallet, rather. What did we see? What did we see? What kinds of things?
It was kind of like all across the board. We saw, like, obviously there were the Barbie booths, but there weren't a ton of them, and what they had was not the same product.
No, and there weren't a lot of just straight Madame Alexander minis booth. Usually there is. That person wasn't there.
She was not there.
And the lady that has the more vintage Alexanders, the hard plastics,
she's not there.
She wasn't there either. But they did bring a few people into the doll room that had more of the other varieties of toys, which I was surprised at for some reason.
I don't know why. Maybe they couldn't get the room and they just said, hey, we have space. I'm not sure.
Because the problem with King County is there's different prices depending on which room you go to and how big of a booth you have. So the doll room is more of the premier room where the prices are high for them to rent, and the other rooms are a little bit cheaper. I wish we went through a few other rooms, the more cheaper rooms with just varied toys and action figures and stuff, and there was a doll lady in that room, and I'm like, why aren't you in the doll room? And she goes, because it's too expensive to be in the doll room. She had some really nice stuff, and I said, but I do 2 turns around the doll room, and that's usually where I spend my money, and then I just kind of window shop the rest of the way. And she goes, well, it doesn't look like anybody's buying here either. And I go, but I would have bought from you in the doll room. I would have had money.
Because the prices were pretty good. The prices in her booth were pretty decent, and there wasn't like the typical dolls you'd see at a booth in that area.
Yeah, right.
It was like good stuff, like F&B's and
right.
things like that, and like Madame Alexander's. Like,
she had nice things, and so I mean, she had a lot of really nice stuff, and she hadn't been there for a few years, and she thought she'd try her hand at selling again. And I'm like, but I really like that stuff, and now I don't have money for it.
I know, it's sad when that happened.
It also looks like our King County is going to be remodeling. There were some rumors in the doll room that they heard from a lot of the what you'd call boy toy collectors. They were talking about that they might be in different rooms, they might be using different rooms, even the doll people might be in different rooms. So maybe they're going to be remodeling. I'm not quite sure.
And they didn't use all of their available space this time around. There were definitely things that they could have used. So whether that's prep for whatever this rumored remodeling is or what, it's unsure.
Maybe they'll make more enclosed ones.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah.
Then they can get more space in some of the rooms. Because what I don't want to happen is the doll room is really nice and like it's not tight. It's not like you're bumping into people, your shoulder to shoulder. There's space.
Right.
The other room is like there's no space, so you're kind of like walking the main aisle and doing like a peeker at the booth.
Yeah, I feel sorry for people that are in wheelchairs and in strollers, and I have a cat under me. If I seem to be making weird noises or something, there's a cat under me saying it's time for dinner.
So I just don't want, if they do build a new room or if they do switch up the layout, I just don't want the doll room to be shoulder to shoulder.
Right.
Because that'll be so hard for us to look at things.
But I think they should make the prices reasonable so those people that are selling dolls can all get into the doll room. It's a better climate for the dolls. It's better if the weather's bad.
It's better for the sellers. They'll come back year after year if they could sell stuff.
But I know it's two different things. It's a doll and toy show, and it's also King County. So it's two different companies going together to make the show happen. So
yeah. But it was fun. Like, we got a nice selection of different sorts of things.
Right.
So,
and I was excited to see. I like alien kinds of things, and I have a Scorpio doll that's been with my Madame Alexander Victoria for years and years and years. He protects her, and he shows the ravages of a dog being in the house and taking one of his leg plates and stuff. But I happened to see two of them there, and I was very surprised to see them.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of things, really cool toys in the other buildings.
yeah, lots of cool, like, advertisement kind of stuff.
And this year, the Dawn Convention shared this weekend, and they were able to take a bus or a taxi or something, field trip, to the King County Doll Show for their participants. So there were a few people that were wandering around looking for Dawn dolls.
Yeah, so shout out to Susie.
Yeah.
She stopped by and said hello to us. So that was great. She was attending the Dawn Convention.
I hope they had a good show. It would have been nice if somebody had given the doll show a heads up and saying, hey, bring all your Dawn dolls because we've got people coming in. Yeah.
There were a few Dawns.
Yeah,
but it wasn't like...
There were a few booths that had nice stuff, yeah.
Yeah. Well, just so you know, the Little Miss No Names were completely overpriced, like ridiculously overpriced.
That's why they didn't come home with us.
They were all like in the... Maybe one was 85, 75, but then if you have to, and it needed a reroute, it desperately needed a reroute, but then in order to buy that you're spending 75 for the My Little Miss No Name, and then you're spending like 75 for the hair, and it's just not good. I mean, it would have to be cheaper for us to have bought it, but there were three.
And the toy room wasn't that one over 100?
It was 155.
She had a tear. She didn't, her face hadn't been cleaned.
No.
So she needed a little work on her.
Her hair was messed up too.
Her hair was messed up, but yeah, for over 100, yeah, I can't do it.
So no Little Miss No Name this time around, but maybe next time.
Right, and so I would say that anything that we bought was probably under $50.
Oh yeah, everything I bought was under $50.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was 50, so yeah.
Yeah. So we really get good deals this year. And remember, when you go to a show, it doesn't hurt to ask if you will go lower on your price. All they can do is say no. So.
And I'm like the worst at that.
She's
so.
terrible. I ask all the time. I ask, can you do better? Can we do better?
Like,
she won't do
just
it.
Lower it a little. Maybe, possibly. You can't? Okay, I'm sorry. So just ask. Or bring someone with you that can ask, and then you're good.
Yeah.
And always bring cash, obviously, because not everyone takes credit card.
And people, and bring small bills too and change, because there were a few vendors that kind of forgot the idea that, oh, I might have to make change. So it was kind of a little uncomfortable having to say, well, how about you give me then this for the money I do have, and then you don't have to worry about change. Well, no, I got to change it. Okay, well, how do we do this? Because I went through my little change container and kind of did $2 to $3, $4 out of that so that it would actually work.
Yeah.
But I'm excited. My Teddy Ruxpin gets to talk. All my my little caddy cruises get to go and meet people, and then I have to redo my case again. So
yeah. So that was King County, the October 2016 show. If you went, let us know what you bought. We did see, like I said, a few of you there, so it's good to see you. Let us know what you think of what we got.
And if you went to the Dawn Convention, let us know how you thought your field trip over there was.
Yeah. How was that?
Because if I had known there was a Dawn Convention, I would have gone. I thought that would have been fun.
I would have bought her tickets to go.
There you go, yeah.
But alas, we found out.
Yes.
Way too soon
late.
at the convention, and they weren't even accepting tickets or registration at that point. So that was it, and I guess unless you have any further remarks, we will see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.